moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
This is Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Goff now looks to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big pickup there on the run. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Second and goal from inside the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Being chased out left. First down and more for Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On second down, a run with Breida. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Allen from the gun on third down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Dawson Knox. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's gone. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Goff now to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Goff now looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Now they can't bring him down. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And a short gain here down to the 22. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Goff eluding the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Goff. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, this from 39. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, this from 39. And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left.
The visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And again, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Number 16's coming. Check mark. Check mark.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Allen now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's second and 10.
Hey, check, Hey. Four down. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike 16. Half 85.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
On three. Motion.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Second down at 4. To throw, it's Allen. Got his man there complete to Gallup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw there caught by Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The left side caught by Diggs. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Goff. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Goff on first down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Goff throwing again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown Bills. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Goff's throw complete there to Beckham. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Throwing again is Goff. He finds Corey Davis.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Flush to his right.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Here's Goff. And he fires one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bengals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give to Breida. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
Beckham the return. Able to avoid him at the 40. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there for Cincinnati. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to fight.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. 21.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Good footwork at the 30. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Yannick Ngakoue busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.